10 minutes of useless information. Playing Crazy was made in late 2014, however, the test place version of it was made 4 years later. You can climb up a rocket engine tower on all sides except the front. As of January 2023, if you own every Game Pass block and every event item, then you have a variety of 170 different blocks to build with. The heaviest default block in the game is a beam 1x7, and the heaviest modified block is a ballast beam with the density value set to 40. The rules of the Playing Crazy community were last updated a year ago. The windows at Crazy Airport reflect the sky.
I'm not 12! Shut up!
If you were to place a motor block 4 blocks away from the front of your plot and build a very long line to the back of your plot for some reason, place a rocket at the end of that line, and put a seat at the end, you would not go anywhere because the motor wasn't anchored. The Playing Crazy map is about 1,628 blocks long. If the math is done, that means it is 4,069 studs long. Nice. As of January 13th, 2023 at 4:05 p.m. EST, Mad Attack currently has 300,269,278 place visits. You won't collide with a build belonging to a player that you've blacklisted. If you blacklist everyone in the server, chances are at least one kid will get upset and blacklist you back. XJ139 has his own special rank in a Roblox group made by Ardite, which if you didn't know is the creator of all these games listed right here. RickJ139 has a game called Pull the Rope, which currently has 216 likes, 43 dislikes, 0 active players, 290 favorites, 22,000 visits, and a server size of 1. From multiple tests, a shredder bug kills an average of 0.7 builds per flight because other people despawn. On the other hand, actual fighter jets normally take out more than 1 vehicle per flight if fighting against other jets. There is a picture of Rick Astley under the hatch in a flying island. There is a hidden room in the map with a sign that says 2 and some lava. This was probably an early decision to make Playing Crazy 2. There's a random caution sign in the base. This hill is angled exactly at 45 degrees. This Playing Crazy YouTuber uploaded the same video twice, an hour ago, and they still have no views. Give them some support. This video is one of, if not the first video made on Playing Crazy teaching you how to make a grappling hook. It was made 5 years ago. Just Renz, who by the way helped me on the thumbnail of this video, holds number 1 for the most viewed Playing Crazy video. Floaty Box is rating your builds. Part 1 in Playing Crazy is 4K. Here and here are the only places with snow on the current summer map. I glitched into the map and this is what the innovation base looks like. RickJ139 made a copy of Playing Crazy when Mad Attack gave the game to him. We can be thankful for everything Rick G has done since to make the game look better. In this old version, there were no keybinds in the build menu and most categories didn't even exist. Playing Crazy has 11 badges. Speaking of badges, there have been 5,487,186 alpha testers for the game. When looking into the window of Crazy Airport, you can see the corners of the skybox. This is Socrates, a complete random player in Playing Crazy that I came across. Do not worry, I will not torture him with the Socratic method by continuously asking him questions until he dies. The RGB value of the outline of your plot is 26, 26, 222. Changing the material of each block will affect its weight and friction. Why was the fabric block going faster than the others? After some crazy effort with a few wedges, I have concluded that this train track is at a 7-degree angle. You can't see a layer of glass behind another one. By the way, see that island? That is 118 blocks and a half block above the ground. Also, the font used on plots is called Source Sans Pro. The wood planks used on the train tracks are actually 2D images. By the way, forgot to mention there's snow here as well. It takes exactly 4 seconds for these doors to open. You can use the command /me to make your username appear in italics onto the chat. The base is 640 blocks long. Speaking of blocks, 1 block is 2.5 studs long. Roblox has a list of brick colors, which are values that represent a random RGB value. If you type in the number that a brick color is assigned to in the paint menu, that value will load. If that isn't enough, you can type in the brick color name itself to load that value too. Typing the FPS command will display an FPS counter. Typing out this command will reveal an admin command panel. There is another command called Donate, which opens up a donation panel. Fun fact, the Robux will go to the creator of the admin command system and not Rick J or Mad Attack. There is another donation menu for the developers though. Paradox LW is the top donator to Playing Crazy who gave 50,000 Robux in total. If you donate more than 1,500 Robux to the game, then you will be somewhere on the leaderboard. Also, what's Rick J doing here? The camera button was completely stolen from Apple. Playing Crazy used to have a cannon block. Granite, marble, and concrete used to be materials in Playing Crazy. Rick J once planned a move tool that you could click and drag. This AI-generated map was planned to be used for Playing Crazy, but it never made it in. I searched up Playing Crazy and filtered it down to live streams. this is what I got. Little Gesture 2 and Wizify put their jets into a giant dogfight featuring the Mirage 6900D and the MiG 4200B. In the Playing Crazy Discord server, there are more than 60,000 messages that have the letter E in it. Your plot is about 51 blocks long. The Discord user VoxelBox is the first ever person to talk to RickJ139 on the Playing Crazy Discord server. We're halfway through the video, so this is my one time to ask you to subscribe. Thank you, bye. Speaking of RickJ, he joined the community back in 2018 and has sent more than 40,000 messages on the Discord server since. The Playing Crazy Discord server was started by some fans or friends of the developers, I don't know, but the Discord server became the official one when the developers ended up joining. I forget that VoxelBox was the original owner, but he left. A fan-made thumbnail was made for Playing Crazy, but it was then taken down because a whole bunch of people thought the community was being taken over by furries. The Playing Crazy Discord server receives an average of 0.3 messages a second. Back in 2020, Roblox had a data store problem and some people lost their save slots. Since then, the problem has been resolved. Playing Crazy reached 100 million visits in early 2021. 2 years ago on April Fool's Day, Playing Crazy and Build a Boat for Treasure had a collab. The first two announcements on the Playing Crazy Discord server was the cool image label and a link to a non-existent private server. This is what Playing Crazy looked like in 2018. Large rocket engines were added on October 13th, 2018. This is what the settings GUI used to look like. There are upside down links on the bottom of the map. Playing Crazy has its own wiki page, and that wiki page says that the legacy glass material will look better in Playing Crazy 2, according to RickJ. According to this dude, the locked variable in the motor used to not do anything. Playing Crazy plots are 39 blocks tall. That means the plots are 97.5 studs tall. Quarter wedges are coming to Playing Crazy 2. The roof of this train station is made of bricks. Back in 2020, Playing Crazy was part of the egg hunt event. You had to chase this funny flying egg until you caught it. Turns out I apparently got it 3 years ago. I completely forgot about it. This part of the map used to never exist. This runway is 479 blocks long. The propellers that hold up the floating island are actually really large. Don't ask how I got that screenshot. The ramp on this hill actually sticks out the bottom of the map. 29% of Wizify's audience is under 13. Mad Attack is working on a game called Totally Not a Secret Project. Mad Attack made an earlier version of Playing Crazy in 2010 called Build a Plane Challenge.
You spelled safely wrong.
If you search up Playing Crazy 2, these are the following games that show up. Playing Crazy Development, Playing Crazy 2, but it's a leak. Z Club Dance in a Public Something. Wait a second. Roblox has a built-in system that allows you to add outlines to buttons. However, the outlines of these buttons are part of the image. There is a weird triangular shape in this bunker door hatch. By the way, this is the bunker door hatch that leads to that one picture of Rick Astley, so don't even bother going to look. There are rusted parts of the bunker door nearby. In this screenshot, we see that this propeller has 8 blades. These blades do have an airfoil shape. Playing Crazy still uses legacy Roblox textures that were used before 2022. Some dude is promoting his video for when you search up Playing Crazy Roblox. Don't give him hate though, cause it could have been an accident. There is a music video called Playing Crazy that, by the way, has nothing to do with the game. Apparently, Tower of Hell, but there's water has something to do with Playing Crazy. Somebody made a free model of what is supposed to look like a Playing Crazy tutorial plane. They kind of failed though. According to this loading screen, 69,000 people did not want more updates to come to Playing Crazy. According to a few calculations, this runway is 69.999 degrees on the global axis, 12 windows on the upper part of this airport. You have already witnessed more than 100 random facts about this game. There are 12 supports on this bridge. This game is encouraging players to fall into the void and die. The Join Friends system allows you to join anybody you want, not just your friends. The image for the arrows on each player's plot was made back in 2012. This bar is 84% full. Playing Crazy used to use a feature called Legacy Outlines. However, that feature was removed a while ago. Famous hoverball tutorial was made in 2020. There is a random line of magma on the bottom of the map. If your jet goes through one of the propellers that holds up the flying island, your character can get pretty messed up. You thought this would be a special fact because it's the last? Well, no. RickJ asked us if train tracks should be closer together than they are now, and a majority of people said yes. Anyway, that's it. This video did take a while to make, so hitting that thumbs up would be a great idea. Thank you. Reply to my pinned comment cheese for a shout out, maybe.